Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Susan Lopresti. I am so grateful to have you here with me today. You are listening to the Susan Lopresti Wellness, Mind, Body, and Soul podcast. For those of you who don't know who I am a holistic health coach, a Reiki and meditation practitioner, and I work with women who are in midlife who are noticing changes in how they look and how they feel. They're having difficulty sleeping, they're gaining weight, they're irritable, the hot flashes, night sweats. It is, everyone is different, but you're experiencing changes that are going on because of your age. And I help women through many different healing modalities to reclaim and get back their health and their overall wellness to a healthy balance. And I do that through many different healing modalities. And today I want to talk to you about traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM, and how it helps against chronic pain. And I will discuss a few different types of TCM that is out there. And I'm going to put the emphasis today on acupuncture. So, like I said, I want to talk about all of these alternative ways of relieving chronic pain with the most focus on acupuncture. So let's look at chronic pain. Chronic pain refers to pain that is experienced for long periods of time without any relief. What are some of the treatment plans for chronic pain sufferers out there? There are many different treatments for chronic pain, including pain blocker injections or creams, pain patches, oral medications that target pain, also target trouble sleeping and depression and anxiety. And many of these options can be great for immediate relief from acute pain. However, most of these treatments listed that I just spoke about only address the symptoms of pain and not the cause of the pain. Additionally, some of these medications can have very severe side effects of their own, and they can also lead to dependency. And so that's a topic for another day, because we know that painkillers right now in our country are an epidemic that's killing many of our children, especially who are experimenting and using. So that's a whole different topic. So, that's something that you want to think about, because even if you're using pain meds for your chronic pain, who's living in your house? Who has access to those? If you're living with children, you really need to stress the importance and the danger of these drugs. So that's another reason why you may want to look at traditional Chinese medicine as an alternative to Western medicine healing. Traditional Chinese medicine is a holistic healthcare practice dating back more than 2,000 years ago. This methodology takes a natural healing approach by stimulating the body's own healing abilities with attention on the body and how it relates to the mind and also the spirit. Traditional Chinese medicine aims to balance the body through work on the external environment, emotions, and also lifestyle factors, including diet and exercise. The balance comes by opening the body's meridians, also known as energy pathways, to create an unobstructed flow of qi, or life energy, throughout the body. So basically, that's what we want to do. We want to open up those energy channels, remove the blockages, and get that qi flowing fluidly. Traditional Chinese medicine practitioners see disease and chronic pain as a result of disruptions in the circulation of qi. And there are many different treatment therapies that are practiced in traditional Chinese medicine to achieve this balance. And I want to take a look at some of them. I want to tell you about some of my favorite ones also, because I do utilize them for myself. I just don't talk about them to other people. I also utilize them, and acupuncture is one of my favorites. So I'm going to tell you about some of the energy balancing therapies practiced still today. And like I said, acupuncture is one of them, and it's my favorite. And acupuncture uses small needles that are inserted into the skin in specific patterns and strategic points on the body to stimulate parts of the body. Acupuncture is a key component of traditional Chinese medicine and is most commonly used to treat pain. Increasingly, though, it is being used for overall wellness, including stress management, hormonal issues, which I also used it for, anxiety, and so much more. I'll get back to acupuncture in a little bit. Let's look at cupping. Cupping therapy uses heated glass cups that are applied to the skin that creates a suction to stimulate the flow of energy. And according to WebMD, where I got some of my information from, cupping therapy is an ancient form of alternative medicine in which a therapist puts special cups on your skin to create a suction. People get it for many purposes, including to help with pain, inflammation, blood flow, relaxation, and well-being, and also as a type of deep tissue massage. The cups may be made of glass or bamboo, earthenware, silicone. Cupping therapy might seem like it's a very trendy thing to do right now, but it's not new. It dates back to ancient Egyptian, Chinese, and Middle Eastern cultures. One of the oldest medical textbooks in the world, the Ebers Papyrus, describes how the ancient Egyptians used cupping in 1550 BC. There are two different methods of cupping, including dry and wet. During both types of cupping, your therapist will put a flammable substance such as alcohol or herbs or paper in a cup and set it on fire. Once the fire goes out and the cup is able to be applied to the skin without burning the skin, what happens is the cup is placed upside down on your skin. The air inside the cup cools, and that creates a vacuum. And this causes your skin to rise and redden as your blood vessels expand. The cup is generally left in place for about 3 minutes or so. A more modern version of cupping uses a rubber pump instead of the fire to create the vacuum inside the cup. Sometimes therapists use silicone cups, which they can move from place to place over your skin for a massage-like effect. Another traditional Chinese medicine healing modality is herbal medicine. And according to the National Cancer Institute, herbal medicine is a type of medicine that uses roots, stems, leaves, flowers, or seeds of plants to improve health, prevent disease, and to treat illness. It also helps to boost energy, it helps to relax you, and also it's great for losing weight. Herbal remedies are not regulated or tested like medicines, so you need to do extensive research for your specific needs. You want to be sure of that. And then also nutrition is a part of TCM. Eating is based on what the body needs versus what it craves. TCM nutrition emphasizes the importance of achieving balance in the body through dietary planning. For example, grains, meats, fruits, and vegetables have been used to assist recovery, avoiding damage to the inner healthy chi. People with warm or hot constitutions should eat cool foods or cold foods often. This topic is very involved, and it consists of the different doshas, which are different body types. So what is a dosha in Ayurveda medicine? Although dosha is commonly used to talk about body type or constitution, it also translates more accurately as fault or accumulation. Our body is made up of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. And we need to renew these 5 elements regularly. That is why we drink fresh water and release old water. If we only drank fresh water and never purged our bodies, we would have disease. Therefore, the accumulation is called fault, or the fault of not refreshing the elements. This means that when you identify your body's dosha, you recognize the elements that usually accumulate in your body. And this is where pain may accumulate. And I'm going to talk about how to remove the blockages that do accumulate. There are 3 different doshas that you can be. And usually when you take a quiz to find out what your doshas are, you may actually be a combination of 2 doshas. Each dosha has unique characteristics that are typical for each dosha. For example, Pitta dosha is a person whose dosha is made up of fire and water elements. Pitta has the primary element of fire. However, the fire element is not literally about flames, but more about the heat. An animal example of Pitta dosha is a lion. Pitta is responsible for all processes involving digestion and our body temperature, vision, intellect, and also courage. Whereas Vata has the primary element of air. Vata energy is responsible for movement in the body and nervous activities. Creatures with Vata dosha are associated with being lightweight and cool with dry skin, similar to a mouse. And like I said, I can do an entire topic on the doshas itself, which I will in the near future, but I just want to give you an idea now that in TCM, you will bring your body back into balance based on your dosha type, and you will treat yourself according to those needs. Interestingly, again, most people are a combination of 2 doshas, and some are actually a combination of all 3, and that is definitely me. My 2 strongest doshas are Pitta and Kapha, Pitta being the strongest, and Kapha, which I didn't even talk to you about Kapha, because like I said, it's really a topic for another day, but I want you to understand that with traditional Chinese medicine, we do look at your dosha to see how treatment works best for you. And then let's talk about exercise, also involved in traditional Chinese medicine. Now, the use of low intensity flow movements like gentle yoga may help with chronic pain. And so that's definitely a technique that you want to implement. Even though it may seem like you shouldn't be doing it, you should be walking. Even if your back hurts, it helps to walk. Walk at your own pace. Walk at a distance that's comfortable for you. Don't overdo it, but make sure you're moving your body. It may not be yoga, but you may just want to walk. And then massage. Massage is a great technique for pain. Soft tissue manipulation. Though all of these can be viable treatments for chronic pain, we will be focusing on acupuncture, like I said. Have you ever received acupuncture? For those of you listening who have not, you may want to consider trying acupuncture. Your first visit to an acupuncturist will most likely be a consultation. During this visit, your practitioner will want to get a thorough understanding of your pain, discomfort, and any other concerns to develop the best plan of action for your treatment. This typically involves a very casual conversation about your levels of pain, your general health, including your eating and your sleeping habits, your medical history, your emotional well-being. Some of the questions being asked may not seem relevant to your current concern, but this is intentional. Rather than just treating symptoms, traditional Chinese medicine examines overall health. The information that you provide will help your practitioner to create a holistic picture of your health to create a comprehensive treatment plan. Initial assessment will include, like I said, a discussion of your medical history, your current health, prior illnesses or concerns, and it may also involve checking your pulse and looking at your tongue. In traditional Chinese medicine, your tongue holds a lot of information, like the color of your tongue and the coating that is on your tongue. So a quick examination will really help your practitioner to get a full assessment of what they can do to help you achieve what your overall goals are. This treatment may also include some dietary or lifestyle changes, as well as some other Chinese medicine therapies, in addition to acupuncture treatment. At this point, you may be wondering what to expect during that actual acupuncture treatment, right? So let's bring on the needles. The thought of being poked with needles keeps many people away from acupuncture, or it causes anxiety for those with upcoming appointments. But rest assured, receiving acupuncture 99% of the time is painless. Some people, and I'm one of them, I did report a small tinge of pain, or for me, it was like electricity that subsides quickly once the needle is put in. And what my acupuncturist told me about those needles that do have some pain associated with them is that they have targeted the exact point that needs to be addressed. So it's actually a good thing. So to start your acupuncture session, you may be asked to remove some or all articles of clothing. And you want to get comfortable on the top of a massage table, and the practitioner will leave the room while you're undressing and getting on the table. He or she will then come back into the room, and the needles used in an acupuncture session are one-time use, and your practitioner will open each needle packet as the needles are inserted into your skin. So this way you will know that these are fresh needles that have never been used on anyone else, and they are thrown in the garbage once they are removed. Once the needles are placed, you will be left alone to relax. Sometimes the practitioner will put on some music, or will do a diffuser of lavender, or they may ask you to meditate, or they may ask you to repeat a mantra. Each practitioner is different, but they will ultimately be asking you to do something that's going to quiet your mind and relax your body as you're receiving this treatment. Your practitioner may come in from time to time to check on you, to adjust the needles, or to make sure that you're comfortable and everything is okay. Your only job is to relax and let the needles do the work. At the appropriate time, the practitioner will come back to the room and remove and throw away those needles. He or she may give you an assessment of your treatment and what she noticed. And then I want to talk about what you need to expect after the treatment. In general, most people tend to feel very relaxed after acupuncture, and the days following might even mean better sleep, better digestion, and an overall sense of well-being. And that's the ultimate goal, right? Is to have this overall sense of feeling good. Acupuncture can sometimes bring to the surface issues that have been accumulating in your system for a long time. This is part of the balancing process. And here's what's happening when you are experiencing those symptoms. So you may experience an enormous amount of fatigue. The fatigue that sometimes follows an acupuncture treatment can feel like almost like a hangover. But sleep is how the body heals. And the fatigue that you are feeling is your body's sign of slowing down. So please listen to your body and rest because you need it. You may also have emotional discharge. So acupuncture works to harmonize the body. And in the process, it can sometimes reveal our physical, our mental, and our emotional and spiritual sensitivities. However, those emotions rear its head, try to accept it rather than pushing it back down. We want to get it up. We want to get it released. We want to remove those negative emotions from our body because that's what's developing into this chronic pain. And you are embarking on a journey to balance your emotions, and your emotions are part of that journey. So you don't want to stuff them down. You want to recognize them and you want to release them. And, you may want to say some mantras if you're going through some pain after the session. I am releasing and cleansing stagnant energy in my body. So then intensified symptoms, and this is what I had. Acupuncture stimulates the body to help it to heal faster. And as a result, it can intensify your symptoms as your body works through it. This increased intensity means that your body is healing. For the best results, it's essential to understand that acupuncture is meant to be received as a series of treatments. For the best results, you will need to receive more than one treatment. So now that you know what acupuncture is and what to expect, let's take a look at how acupuncture actually works in the body. So as you know, acupuncture involves placing very thin needles in the body. It's important to understand that those points are chosen strategically based on the type of pain being treated. There are at least 2,000 acupressure points along the meridians, which you may remember are the energy pathways in the body. By targeting specific points, needling causes biochemical changes in the body to reduce the inflammation that causes pain. It could also stimulate the release of endorphins, which are a set of hormones that act as the body's natural painkillers. Acupuncture effectively treats a variety of painful conditions, including pain from chronic ear infections, foot pain, pain resulting from chronic stress, tendinitis, and many, many other painful conditions. We only have time to cover some of the most common chronic conditions treated with acupuncture, but please be aware that treatment is not limited to just these following conditions, but they're most addressed with upper and lower back pain, knee pain, also migraine pain, shoulder and neck pain. That's the most common treatments. Do you suffer with any of these? Let's take a closer look at each one. So acupuncture for chronic back pain is one of the top reasons why people do seek out an acupuncturist for treatment relief. The unfortunate reality is nearly 8 of 10 people will experience prolonged back pain at some point in their life. Although there are several theories about how acupuncture helps to relieve chronic pain, one prevailing theory suggests the placement of needles along the meridian stimulates the central nervous system. This, in turn, triggers the chemicals into the muscles, the spinal cord, and the brain. These placements alter the experience of pain, bringing either temporary or long-term relief. Back pain treatment. Whether your back pain is caused by stress, tension, injury, improper seating position, a slipped disc, or bad posture, acupuncture can help. I've included some links to some videos that will demonstrate how a practitioner will work on a patient who has lower back pain. And I will just put the link in the notes. And then acupuncture for chronic knee pain. Chronic knee pain can be caused by a number of things, including overuse, injuries, posture, gait and imbalances, and also obesity. The number one cause of knee pain in individuals over age 50 is attributed to knee joint osteoarthritis. This is essentially arthritis of the knee joint and results in loss of functional independence and also psychological impairment. Acupuncture is great for knee pain because the strategic placing of the needles increases blood circulation to the affected area, which induces healing, relieves inflammation, and helps to remove toxins from the body. When I was about 15 pounds overweight, climbing up the stairs was extremely painful for me. And it was really difficult for me to climb up 2 flights of stairs. When I lost those 15 extra pounds, I no longer had any kind of knee pain. So, that's something that you should really consider. If you are overweight, try losing some weight. That will really help with that. But I do have another video that I'm going to put the link to below that shows how acupuncturists will insert needles into the area surrounding your knee to help with knee pain. So you may want to consider that treatment. And then the next one is acupuncture for migraines. If you or someone you know suffers with migraines, you're probably well aware that finding relief can really almost feel impossible for many sufferers that suffer from pain from migraines. It really can be debilitating, which can lead to missed work, lost wages, and even depression. And quite honestly, for me, it caused anxiety because anytime that I had plans to go somewhere, I would always be worried about an onset of a migraine headache because it came out of nowhere. And once it was there, it was debilitating. I couldn't see light. I couldn't hear sound. I would be nauseous, I would be vomiting. So who wants to be out and about when something like that happens? So acupuncture is a great alternative treatment because it helps to open and clear the blockages in the meridians to allow for the free flow of qi, which again is the body's life energy. This is important because the root cause of migraine pain changes in the brain stem and how it relates to the trigeminal nerve. That's a major pain pathway. So acupuncture helps to stimulate nerves, the blood flow, and it releases endorphins, the hormones that act as the body's natural painkillers, and they're also the feel-good hormones, right? So let's take a look at acupuncture treatment for migraines. Now, I have a video that's going to demonstrate how a practitioner will treat for migraines, and it focuses on the areas of the body that you wouldn't typically associate with pain in the head. Treatment for migraines is focused on clearing stagnant energy in the body, again, so that qi can flow freely and help relieve inflammation. So I will post a video and you could watch that. And then there's acupuncture for neck and shoulder pain. And this is very, very common that people come to see an acupuncturist for, because in today's day and age, due to a great part of the amount of time that we spend in front of our desk and in front of a computer, the amount of stress that people are experiencing has increased, and the amount of work and social pressures have increased in this fast-paced world that we live in. And as we all know, stress leads to tension, and tension leads to pain. And eventually, this inflammation is going to lead to disease. So acupuncture helps to relieve neck and shoulder pain in a few ways. It helps to relax the body. It increases the energy flow by targeting specific acupuncture points. It helps to relieve muscle knots and tension. So are you ready to see what treatment may look like for you? Because neck and shoulder pain is such a prevalent issue, I want to share with you some acupressure is a treatment that uses many of the same points as acupuncture without the use of needles, and it is something that you can do for yourself in times of pain and discomfort. And this video that I will show you will help you to target some of those points to help relieve everyday tension. So I'll put the link for that. And now, finding your acupuncturist. A great way to begin your search for an acupuncturist near you is to use an online directory that I will share with you. And you just want to simply click on your state to be directed to a list of practitioners in your area. And one thing to keep in mind as you look through this list is to make sure that the practitioner that you choose targets your areas of concern. While many acupuncturists have a general practice, some are more specialized and may cater only to a specific focus. So do a little research by making a call to the practitioner or going on their website and doing a little bit of research. Also, you want to think about, will my insurance cover the treatment? Another thing to consider, right? So some insurance companies will cover alternative care, such as acupuncture. Some may cover it as an out-of-network expense, or there's a lot of insurance companies that are getting very progressive today. So some may cover it as in-network expense as well. So you want to do the research and you want to be prepared if it is out of network, what your out-of-network responsibility will be. Typically, from what I understand, Medicaid and Medicare do not cover acupuncture, but some insurance companies do. So the best way, again, to find out is through your insurance company directly. There's a number on your card that you can call and you can find out, and they will tell you exactly how to handle it. Don't go in blind. Know what your responsibility is going to be, and then know from the practitioner what the expense out of pocket will be for you, depending on your insurance. Please consider asking these questions before you go to treatment. And then you also want to know how many treatments are covered under your plan. And also, do you need a referral, which is very important. Some insurance companies require a referral and others do not to see an acupuncturist. Are there any limitations to what I can be treated for? So having your insurance information figured out before your treatment will allow you to go into your appointment ready and without any nagging questions that are still floating around in your head. From that point on, you are off. I want to thank you so much for attending this event. I so appreciate you. I hope this experience has left you feeling ready to do yourself a favor and try acupuncture to help relieve your pain and discomfort. So I just want to ask you to stick around for a moment because I do have some announcements that I'd like to make. I have some great programs that I'd like to share with you that I will be starting on April 1st. So if you feel that you're ready to start a new and a healthy regimen for yourself this spring, I have the perfect opportunity for you to take advantage of 2 private health coaching programs that you could do with me personally. They're starting April 1st, like I said. The first program is a 4-week program. This program is designed specifically for a woman who's looking to improve her health and lose maybe a few pounds or to gain more energy or better sleep. These are just examples. The program is for a person who is looking for a jump start, for a couple of suggestions of what they can do to improve whatever their goal is. And then after those 4 weeks of meeting and tweaking some things and discussing some maybe roadblocks or whatever it may be that needs to be discussed. And once those 4 weeks are up, this client feels that she's able to take the bull by the horns and go the rest of the way on her own. As your coach, I will outline a healing plan for you that's suitable to you and your level of comfort. I will guide you through those 4 weeks. I will hold you accountable to your goals. We will track your progress as we go along, and we will make tweaks along the way to be sure that you're having the greatest support necessary. After those 4 weeks, you should feel confident enough to stay on this path alone and to continue to achieve your goals. If you feel after 4 weeks that you're not ready to be on your own, you can either pick up another 4 weeks of coaching with me, or you may want to consider the 12-week program if you decide that your ultimate goal is much bigger than what you originally thought. So let me just tell you a little bit about the 12-week program that I'm doing. This is for a woman who feels that she needs a little bit more direction, discipline, encouragement, and accountabilities to stay on track. She's been on a health journey that really has fallen off track, and she's been eating a lot of processed foods. She's no longer exercising. She's no longer meditating. She's not doing just anything really good for herself. And if that sounds like you, then this program is definitely for you. And here's where we can really dig in deep and get to the cause of what's going on in your body and to set some goals and hold you accountable. Before you decide on either one of these programs, I want you to schedule a 30-minute free health assessment with me. We will talk on the phone for 30 minutes. I will put the link in the show notes to schedule that call. Look at the two programs. I'll put the links for the two programs as well. Look at those two programs. Decide for yourself what you think you need to have. And then we're going to get on the phone and we're going to talk about your health goals. And we will decide if you and I are a good fit for each other. If your health goal is out of my scope of practice, I will certainly tell you that that is not something that I can help you with. But if it is, we will discuss what the plan will be and we'll take it from there. So again, I'm going to leave all of these links in the notes. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you taking your valuable time to spend with me today and learn about traditional Chinese medicine and how it can help you with your chronic pain. Thank you so much for listening. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Take good care.